Hey everybody, welcome to photo share and discussion number 213 for November 5th, 2017. Happy end of daylight saving time, at least for us here in the US. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been kind of a busy week, hope everybody had a good week here. I did manage to get out and do a little bit of photography this week, in amongst all the other stuff that brings. So with the change in the seasons, particularly the end of daylight saving time, it's going to get dark earlier now, so you don't have as much time after work, but it gets light earlier in the morning. So I guess from the standpoint of if you're getting up and doing early morning photography, sunrise photography, you're going to have to get up even earlier, and you won't have as much time after work to get out and get any photography in if you ever have done that. I've tried a few times in the past, and it's been a little bit of a challenge, especially even in the summer. But you take in the winter with the lack of daylight saving time, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. But hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I did manage to get a little bit of photography in this week, so I'll talk about that as we get into it a little bit. And I haven't been really busy with work, but I haven't really checked the Flickr group. I'm sure there are some images posted there, but we'll check on that and see. And hopefully we can get a couple of the usual suspects to join us here this week. Maybe Dennis and Wes. I haven't seen Wes. He wasn't here last week. I think he had some stuff going on. How about Joe? Pop in. You might be at the game. I can't remember if the Cardinals are home or not. But he does have new photography gear that if he's around, if he makes it into the show tonight, we'll be happy to talk about it, I'm sure. So at least one of us purchased some new photography gear. Hey, there's Wes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
How's it going? Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Okay.
You good? How you been?
Pretty good.
Good.
With yourself?
Good. Busy, but generally good, I think. Yeah, we're just time is flying by so fast here. It's kind of hard to believe we're in November already, and daylight saving has ended.
Yeah.
It's been a whirlwind. You've been pretty busy the last couple weeks?
Yeah, fairly busy. A lot of stuff going on.
Okay. Yeah. Noticed you were out. Were you down in Universal Studios a few weeks ago? Is that what I remember seeing a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. About three weeks ago or so now.
Okay. All right. From down there, which I thought was Universal, not Disney, right? Universal is.
Well, we were at Animal Kingdom actually.
Okay. All right.
Disney Animal Kingdom.
All right.
Went to the new Avatar Land.
Oh, Avatar Land. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Harry Potter, which is that Universal? I think that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did Harry Potter, I guess, last year.
Okay. All right. So Avatar Land, did that just open up?
Yeah, it opened up in like April or May, I think.
Okay. All right.
A few months ago. Yeah.
And what is your pro review of Avatar Land? Is it worth seeing I guess, do you have to be into the movie at all, or is it good for anybody even if you're not into the movie?
It's probably better if you're into the movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a very cool land, and it's very well themed. It's Disney, so they do a really good job of theming everything.
Yeah, that is one thing they have always been masterful at, is immersing you in whatever world it is they create. They pretty much totally immerse you in it, which is the whole point. If you're gonna pay money to have fun and go somewhere that's different, you might as well make sure it's a fully immersive experience. So
it would be really cool, actually, keeping it photography related. If you had time to spend to do photography there, it'd be a cool place to go, because at night everything lights up like it does in the movie. All the plants are bioluminescent on the planet they're on. So they have all that sort of set up at night. So it'd be really cool if you had the time to go out with a tripod and take some pictures. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would.
I've seen some neat stuff online. I went and looked at Flickr just to see what was out there, and there's pretty cool shots.
Yeah, I'd imagine something like that with all that unique color and lighting and everything would just be a definitely if you had the time to do that, it would definitely be good. Was it crowded? Did you guys was it very crowded?
It was very crowded since that's just the newest thing that's open there that's really popular right now.
All right. Yeah.
We had to wait like over 2 hours for the main ride.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, okay. Was it worth a 2-hour wait?
Yeah, I mean it was neat because like I said, everything's themed really well, so the line is not totally boring. There's things to do in line, a lot of stuff to look at in line, so it was enjoyable. The time went by quick.
Very good. Yeah, that's neat. And what was the theme ride? Is it a roller coaster or is it something else? What kind of?
No, it's like a 3D movie that you are also on on the back. Do you know like sort of the dragons that are in the movie that fly around?
Yep.
You're on the back of one of those and you're flying. You know, it moved. You're sitting on it and it moves underneath you, kind of, and then it's also a 3D experience.
Okay. All right.
And like a dome theater, so it's very immersive.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Which they do very well. I remember they did. Well, Space Mountain is a roller coaster, but I remember going to Disneyland as a kid. You know, so this was like 1975 or 6. But they had the was it the Hall of Presidents or whatever? I thought that was so cool.
Yeah,
that was the animatronics or whatever they called it. You know, back in the mid 70s, it was pretty incredible to a 10-year-old.
Right.
So, well, cool. Sounds like you had a good time there, and the weather was good. I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah. We had nice weather. It was hot that day, but it was nice.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, we got
it was right before it started cooling off.
Okay. Yeah. We just had our last week was our first real cold spell, and it's warmed back up this week. But last week was we had our first real cold spell. And you guys probably had it too. It probably made it down to your way like last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think.
Yeah. When I left for work on Monday, it was 37 degrees. I was like, wow, that's cold.
Yeah. I might have even been colder than it was here. Wow, that's interesting. I don't think we got. No, wait. I think maybe we did. We got down to like 32 or 33. Yeah, very briefly.
Probably.
I guess there was officially maybe some frost somewhere.
Yeah, you guys must be talking Celsius because that's.
Yeah. Joe's like, what is this frost that you speak of?
Yeah, what is this? I don't know what this. That kind of language is very offensive to me.
Yes. You desert dwellers. So I guess the Rams are not the Rams, but the Cardinals aren't home this week, are they?
No, they're not. But the Rams also played early, so next week we might not be so lucky. I might have to miss next week, but we'll see.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay. Well, I was just talking about. I was about ready to ask Wes, and we were talking about his trip over to Disney a couple weeks ago. Oh, and I was going to ask him if you got any photography purchased, Wes. Anything purchased? Nothing?
Yeah, I picked up a used lens here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is the Canon 70-210.
210. Wow.
F4. It's like one of the original lenses that launched with the EOS system in '87.
Okay.
They only made it till 1990 was when they stopped making it, so it's old.
I was gonna say that's got to be an old lens, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's f4 all the way through, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
That's very nice. And have you used it at all? Can you make sure it works the way you hope it does?
Yeah, very briefly. I went out Thursday evening after work, but it's getting dark so early now that it's just I didn't really get much that interesting. I just made sure it worked, and it took a few pictures with it, kind of thing.
Did you get it on eBay or?
I got it from KEH.
KEH, okay, all right, yeah, that's a good site. I mean, if I'm looking for eBay or Fred Miranda are the three I always go to.
Yeah.
Between the three of them, you can probably get an idea of what you're looking for is within the price range you want, and there's always a pretty good chance you'll find something. So.
Yeah. just I've been
Cool.
curious about
Good.
this one for a while, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It was only $70, so not a lot of money.
That's almost one of those things you almost have to do it just to, because if you didn't like it, you
Right.
could turn around and sell it for 60, probably.
Yeah, it's
You know,
that's the going rate. So yeah, 60 or 70, I'll sell it for if I don't want it.
Yeah, it's almost no cost, no potential loss really.
Right.
Okay, so Wes bought a 30-year-old lens. Now it's interesting. It's interesting that lens ends with a 10. And it's a 70x210 ending in a 10. So Joe, I want to hear about your new photography equipment you got this week.
Here comes it. That was a good, nice softball. There we go. And I wish we would have got some, meeting the Dodgers during the World Series there, and we would have finished that thing. But in any case, yeah, here's the new iPhone 10,
Cool.
or iPhone X, like I like to call it. But it's been a great phone so far. I can't tell you enough how happy I am that I ordered the case beforehand, because literally 4 hours after ownership, I dropped it right on the asphalt, face down.
Ow.
And it landed there. It was sitting on the ground, and I just looked at it, and I was like,
and you were like almost afraid to pick it up, right?
I was so scared to pick it up because I've been seeing the reports that it's $275 to replace the screen, and even though I have insurance, it's still going to be like at least $100 deductible. I think.
Yeah, it's only like $70 an hour.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's going to pay $70 for a lens. So,
I'm like, can you imagine the next day having to walk into the Apple store and being like, I broke my screen? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the sad thing is, you probably wouldn't have been. There's somebody that went in that day, I'm sure.
Yeah,
they got their phone and like dropped it. Yeah, right away.
Yeah, they're possibly maybe the same day. I don't. I could just imagine like myself even being on the news, like the first idiot in Phoenix to break his damn iPhone 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, it's been.
But the case worked.
Yeah, $12 case saved my ass. Let me tell you, man. I didn't get out scot-free though. There's an absolute tiny little indentation there that you won't even see. You can barely see it here. But when the screen is lit up and when the screen is white, you can barely see. It looks like a little speck of dust. But I've tried to scratch it off 100 times already, and that's just a reminder.
One dead pixel. It could be like one dead pixel or something.
Yeah, it's like even smaller than that actually, because I do have a dead pixel on my Fire tablet. But yeah, so that's the constant reminder that I'm the idiot that dropped it 3 hours, 4 hours after owning it. But
good thing like you said, good thing you got the case before you got the phone.
I was just like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? There is an iPhone God up there somewhere. But yeah, no, it's been quite the experience, I'll tell you, because as you can see right here, it is much smaller than my old Plus version of the phone. It's
which is the 6, right? Is that what you had? Was the 6 Plus?
The 6 Plus, yeah. And the 6 Plus didn't have all the screen stuff. So not only am I trying to get used to iOS 11 on a new phone, but trying to get used to all the new touchscreen stuff that I didn't have before. So there's a lot for me to learn. And not having that home button I thought was a big deal until a few hours ago when I picked up because now I'm just using this as like an iPad, an iTouch, you know what I'm saying? What the hell do they even call it? iPad Touch, right? Or something like that. iPod Touch, right? So now I'm just kind of using it like that, just, as a second device just to stream off of and whatever. And I didn't realize how much I was already used to the new iPhone X until I opened this up and then I went to swipe up, and you don't do that on this phone.
Hey, idiot, what are you doing? I don't swipe.
And I was like, I guess I am more used to it than I thought, because I was kind of really upset with this thing because, I keep wanting to hit the home button, and But I gotta
Yeah.
say, man, this thing is fast. I mean, the second you look at it, it
Mhm.
is open.
Face ID works good then?
Yeah, it does. There's no doubt. I mean, it's like I
Okay.
wish there was a way for me to show it to you, but you just hit the screen and you look at it and it's unlocked. And you just
Okay. Yeah.
most of the time
I mean,
I pick it up and I just swipe up. I mean, and because
Mhm.
it's that instantaneous. I just
Okay. That's cool.
And so that part I like. Now the part where you have to swipe up from the bottom of the screen here until you get to this part. And then it brings up these little things. And then you have to hold down there. Whoops. Wait. You have to hold down on like the corner. And then see how, I don't know if you can see how it has those little, maybe if I turn off this light, but I don't know.
Too much glare. But
Yeah, it's too much glare. But there's little, red minus dots up there. And that's how you have to close the apps.
Oh, so you can't swipe up anymore to close them?
Yeah, it's janky as hell. I hate it. And if you swipe, and it's so ridiculous because now on my 6 Plus, that's how you close the apps. You just
that's how I do it on Android too. I just swipe left.
It would be the most simplest thing on the, and I don't know why they did it like that. If you
So
swipe,
now you got to get your finger on that small little red dot rather than be able to just touch the whole thing and move it.
Yeah, there's so many little, like, 1 or 2 extra steps that you have to take with iOS 11. It's not necessarily a phone thing. It's the way they designed it for this phone. And
I have iOS 11 on mine, and it's swipe up still.
And you have
the apps.
Which one do you have?
The 7 Plus.
Yeah. So now see if I swipe up, oh, now it's just going away. God bless it. Look at that. Okay. So now they're going away. Okay, forget it.
No,
all right,
okay.
We just learned something else. Here we go.
You could touch the red dot, or you could swipe up, I guess.
You could touch the red dot, or there we go. Okay, I swear to right now, literally, it's the first time I've been able to get it to work. Okay.
Yeah, they might have done an update last night.
You never know. Yeah, they might have done an update in the last a couple hours because doing this a while ago. But there is some other little quirky things. But I tell you, man, the camera, that portrait mode, is really cool. It's the camera on here.
Does it pick out the individual and then blur the background automatically?
It does exactly that. Yeah. And it does a pretty damn good job, man. I'm not a big selfie taker, but I took some selfies. Maybe I can put one up here.
And it'll work on non-human things too.
Yeah, I actually
work on other objects. Yeah, I've done beer with it actually before.
So you have it on your phone too?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not necessarily a new feature.
So it just determines what it's focused on, basically, right?
It uses the 2 cameras and it decides which items are closer and which items are farther away, kind of thing.
It's pretty sweet. I have to say it works pretty damn good. And then you've got 4K on here, and that shoots pretty well. I've just, you know what I'm saying? I've only had this thing a matter of hours, really, a little more than a day, but it's the 4K is pretty good, but the files are going to be huge. So I only got the 64 gigs. So you got to kind of, limit yourself there to what so I have it still at the same standard as I did with my 6 Plus, to tell you the truth. I still have it at 1080p with 30 frames. That way it keeps the file size at a decent level. If I need to record something in 4K, then I'll just set it to 4K when I need that. The zoom function is pretty sweet as well. I've only tried it once, but it works pretty darn well. You hit the one-time zoom button right here, and then once you do, boy, I wish it would show up better on the screen. But once you do, you have this little thing here, and you just slide it side to side. There it goes. So you slide it slide to side, and it zooms in and out, and it is sharp. When it zooms in, it still stays very sharp. It's not your typical. And then it stays still too. You know how normally you'd zoom in and it's going to be shaky. that image stabilization that's built in there really works well, man.
Okay, good.
I'm quite surprised. So
would you say the camera on the X is significantly better than the camera on the 6S that you had?
Yeah, the 6 Plus. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then I got I just uploaded a video like as soon as I logged on to your show. And someone gave me a tip to buying these. So I bought 2 of these yesterday, and they're wireless chargers. And then I bought this when I was with you, Mark, over there in Denver.
Oh, that battery pack, huh? Yeah.
This is the battery pack that I ordered while I was sitting with you guys. I'm like, I'm ordering one of those right now.
Okay.
This was waiting for me when I got home. I charged it that day when I got home from Denver. I literally only charged this like last night.
Okay.
It lasts forever. It's really good. Has 2 ports in the front. In any case, the guy gave me a tip. This is a bamboo charger. It was $17.99 on Amazon. Wireless charging. It does the fast charging. I didn't know this, but there's 5 watts and there's 10 watts. 10 watts is what you really want. You want 9 or 10 watt to do the fast charging wirelessly. Otherwise, you're going to do 5 watt kind of standard charging, which takes a lot longer. But you can hook it up to your battery pack here and have it like kind of portable, so you don't have to plug all the time off and on. You can just put it right on there and take it off, and you can do that on the go. You know what I'm saying? So this was $17.99, and they offered next day free shipping as long as you ordered $34 or something like that. So I ordered it yesterday. I got both of them today. So
that's nice.
Great purchase. Great purchase.
So how big is the battery pack in the 10 is? Did they tell you how many milliamp hours it is?
I forget the milliamp hours, but I've heard from some of the people that have already tore it apart that there's 2 batteries in here. Would that be right, Wes? Have you heard something like that?
I don't know. I hadn't researched it that far.
I've briefly been getting up, but saying because everyone's been getting the phone now, and so there's, and I some of the reports will say that it will. I saw Nilay Patel's videos from The Verge, and he said that it's lasted him all day. It's hard to say because the one night I was at work with it. The phone was still updating and doing all this stuff because I literally got it like 2.5 hours before I had to go to work. So, or 3 hours before I had to go to work. So, it was updating and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So,
which sucks up a lot of juice. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks up a lot of juice. But, so what I do like is some of that haptic feedback. So, for instance, I use the flashlight a lot, and then of course the camera app. And when you hit the button here to turn on the flashlight, it feels like the top of a jar when you've already opened the top of the jar, and then it has that little
like a click,
and it clicks literally just like that. It is so cool. You just click like that, and that tiny little haptic feedback, it feels just like the top of that jar. And it's the same thing with the flashlight and the camera. So and it's fast. The phone for sure is fast, much faster.
Yeah, because they got a new super duper processor in there, right? A new one that they haven't had used in other phones before.
A11, I believe. So. And I'm celebrating this occasion with the Belching Beaver Mexican chocolate peanut butter stout. So, absolutely crummy beer. So,
yeah, terrible. I'm sure.
And Dennis, you'll be happy to know that Kevin Harvick just won the Texas 500. So, and they're on the way to Phoenix this coming weekend. So, I knew you'd want to know the minute you got on.
Joe. That's all I logged on for, mate.
And the Rams absolutely crushed the Giants today.
Yes, they
My
did today.
God.
Yep.
That was it. It was even an ugly game to even watch. I mean, the only reason I really finished watching past the third quarter was because I'm a Rams fan. So
Yeah.
because the Giants, they're just awful. I mean, oof.
They are this year, huh? So are you going to the NASCAR race next week then, Joe? Is that where you might?
No, I've been, and I'm still kind of thinking about it, but no, I probably won't. You know, because I'll miss the Rams game. Plus, I'll miss Mark's photography spot if it's all possible. I mean, what's up with that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's still a chance, man. God, I love going to events. I just love sporting events.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I can't say for sure right now. It'll be a last minute thing because I haven't bought tickets yet, so I'd have to walk up and buy tickets and all that.
Yeah. You just never know. Yeah. All right, Dennis. Hey, sorry about that link. I had the link all loaded up, and I forgot to hit enter. So
I
copied the link in the messenger, and then I started doing something else, and then I saw your message. No link. I'm like, oh, duh, hit enter.
Yeah, the old guy memory, man. That's how that works right there. You're like, it's like,
I was watching from the beginning, but I just couldn't find the link. So I'd lost it.
That was host error. It was 100% host error. Okay, so Wes got a lens. Joe got a new camera that makes phone calls. How about you, Dennis? Any photography equipment this week? Nothing?
No, not this week. I've been printing some more photographs on the printer. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah.
Good. So you're still liking that printer then, huh? After having had a few weeks.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's equivalent to what you'd get down the store.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, if you wanted something to go on the wall, then you'd have to have it done properly.
Yeah. But for a quick print to show somebody or to give somebody, that makes perfect sense. Good. Well, I didn't buy any equipment this week, although I did get out and do a little photography this Thursday. I went up to the mountains to try to get some fall color. Although I think I might have been almost too early. There was some color up there, but not a lot.
Oh.
But it was still nice. It went up to a nice waterfall. That's what, I think is it the tallest falls in the southeast or something? I mean, it's a pretty good sized fall. So I got a couple sheets of film there, and then so I did 4 color and 1 black and white. So obviously I don't have anything developed yet.
Have you been down the dark room yet, then, Mark?
No, I have not. That's my next step. I have to develop the black and white. I'm going to send off the color to get developed again because they don't have any color chemicals at the studio right now. So I'm going to send off the just Ektar 100. So I'll send those off to get developed at the dark room, which is that lab in California I use. So I'll get those back in a week or so, and I'll develop the black and white myself here this week. And I don't know if that's going to be. It'll be an okay shot. It's not going to be anything dramatic or anything, but yeah, no, I have not got into the darkroom to do printing yet. So
I also ordered 14 prints from our favorite warehouse, Costco.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
13 12 by 18s and 1 20 by 30.
Okay.
Come out to $61.86, and then you have $4.48 in shipping, and then another $5.32 in tax, so it came out to $71.66.
13. Wow, that's a deal, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
It really, because it's really not bad at all. Yeah, because it's 13 12 by 18s for $51.87. Yeah. And then their 20 by 30s are $9.99 a piece. So pretty big,
Yeah, I mean that's a good size. That's a good size print. Yeah.
And they do print really nice. So.
Yeah. And you have the profiles for the printers loaded up.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's as a matter of fact, whenever I export out of Lightroom, I pretty much export ready for Costco. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even have to think about it. Whenever I post an image, it's pretty much ready for Costco.
Okay, all right. So you could take that image and just drop it in a shopping cart at Costco, and it's already got the
as long as it's got the DPI, then so I just have to make sure that I do that. But sometimes I only will export it like 70 or 50 DPI, just so that when someone steals it, they don't get like the full image.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how you said when someone steals, because somebody will steal it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what kind of result they get when they steal it and try to print it out.
Right. So
when they print it out, it looks like crap. And they look at it on their screen, they can see it, but when they print it out, it doesn't look good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to print when I post. You're not going to typically when I post, you're not going to be able to print anything more than a 12 by 18. But I say that knowing that there are programs that will give you those dots right back. So
yeah.
And they do a pretty damn good job too.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you just know. Anything you post online, somebody, if they're determined enough, can take it and print it out pretty big and have a good result with it.
Yeah.
If they know what they're doing.
That's the bottom line. It is.
So, yeah. Which, it just is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. Absolutely. But I thought that was, for 14 prints.
Mm-hmm.
You add that up, that's going to wear you out on the ink side of it. When you're printing that large, 13 12 by 18s and one 20 by 30. That's gonna suck down some ink. So
yep, it will. Yeah, I mean, it's printing at home like you're doing, Dennis. You don't print anything larger. What is it? 8? Is it 8-10 size?
Yeah, 10 by 8s. I normally do in color, so the RA4 paper.
Okay.
I'll go a bit larger on the black and white, only because I bought 100 sheets on eBay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So it's not that expensive for you.
I'm going to exceed the masking frame. I mean, I can print the size of a wall if I turn the computer up and pin the stuff to the. If I put the enlarger on its side, you can put it on the wall.
Okay.
It's that's how they do it, Mark. They just hang the big papers up, and Tim knows a photographer who was doing a really big sheet of colour, and she blue tacked the thing to the wall to print, and then when she was actually doing the exposure, it curled down on one side on the corner. So that ruined that rather expensive sheet. Yeah,
it was a really expensive sheet to have it that big too. Yeah. That's the way to do it.
I've done the C41, that Rolly C41. I've done another roll of film, and the colours came out all over the place again. So it's the chemicals. I only done 3 rolls of film, and I've dumped it.
Wow. Okay. And how long was it? When did you mix that up?
Oh, it was bad from the word go. The first roll of film I put through it, I thought these colours ain't right. They're all over. It had a green cast all over the negatives.
Okay, yeah. You posted a picture a few weeks ago with that one. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. That was the inexpensive C41 stuff from Italy. Is that right?
That was Rolly, made by Rolly C41. But I don't know how old the shop had had it. Just been. It could have gone off in the concentrate. If it's over 2 years old, it's
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you just got you have expired chemicals. Basically.
I mean, we got 34 rolls done on the Technol, which is way past double what they recommend.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, do you get Technol?
Well, good. Hey, well, we got a lot of. What's that, Dennis?
Do you get Technol in America? The C41 and the E6.
I think we can. Although I'm not 100% sure. I think we can, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Well,
can.
I'm going to try the Bellini Italian stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just got that a couple weeks ago, right? Didn't you?
Yeah. So I haven't got the E6 yet. I'm going to do the E6 because it's a 6-bath,
Okay.
like the labs do. The 3-bath goes off too quick. The E6 lasts about 3 or 4 weeks, and then that's it. You've had it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you don't want to mix it up until you have plenty of stuff to develop, basically.
Yeah. When I buy the 6-bath, I've got the bottles and the corks where you can extract the air out of the bottles, and they reckon the E6 lasts up to a year, made up. So that makes it thing.
I can believe that. Yeah, you get the oxygen out. That makes it. Well, it's all about oxidation. So you get oxygen out. That makes a huge difference.
It's only the cork systems they use on the wine bottles.
Mm-hmm.
To keep your open bottle of wine in the fridge, you can pump the air out, and it'll last a lot longer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. It makes a lot of sense. Well, you got to pump out the air and then replace it with nitrogen. That's the secret.
Yeah. My daughter said that she's never actually put a bottle of wine back in the fridge.
Yeah, once you open it, man, that's it. You can't put it back in the fridge. You got to drink it. She's got the right attitude. Yeah, just once it's open, man, that's it.
Exactly.
It's done. Oh man. Well, let's jump into the images because we got a lot of images this week, and I've got to get out of here a little bit after 7. I've got dinner in the oven, and the cook is going to be mad if I'm late, so I got to get going.
What do you got in the oven?
Some peppers, some stuffed peppers. Ooh. So
yeah,
that's always fun because you can have a couple for dinner, and then it works good as lunch, for a couple of days during the week. So,
what's your philosophy on leftovers, there, Mark? I'm kind of interested.
Oh, I love leftovers.
Yeah. How far do you go on leftovers? Like those peppers you're making there. What do you go? 3 days, 4 days, 5 days?
Sunday. They got to be today's Sunday. So something like that. They've got to be gone within 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should be gone by Friday.
I'm about the same. I'm about a 4 or 5 day guy on something like that. Just like you said. Yeah, about like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a neighbor that absolutely will not eat anything next day. Next day, like a leftover is just like,
oh no, there's so many things that are better, like stews and soups and casseroles. I mean, we made a casserole last night and it was good, but we had some today and it was better because it sat in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, that's my point. And she's like, no, I'm looking at her house right now. Yeah, no, she won't.
Yeah, Joe, if you keep them long enough, they've got a lot of antibiotics in them.
Yeah. There's been a couple of those where they get in a small container and the container gets pushed back to the back of the fridge. Yeah. And then like a month later, you're like, hey, what's this? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
It's like a caterpillar and a butterfly, right? It just turns into
it's got that lovely penicillin green cast to it. Yeah.
It's just wonderful. Yeah.
A science experiment in your fridge. Yeah. Well, let's jump into these because we need to get royalty checks from the dude that does the signatures because Jose just got his signature on here. See?
Oh yeah.
He was feeling. I know you were feeling a little left out, so you had to go and get your own signature, which it looks great.
Yeah.
So there we go.
And that's the beef I have with everybody. Theirs looks better than mine, and I'm very, very aggravated over it.
Oh man. But yeah, this is he posted one last week of I think the same scene, but this is a little closer and a little bit longer exposure. At least some wave action going on here. Got the sun peeking through with the palm trees on the side. That's very Southern California feel there. Very much like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And yep, the probably another one of those photo signatures. And here's the guy that got us started. Right here, Simi.
He is the one that got us all started. He's
turned us on to this.
He's responsible.
Yep, his fault. Send a bill to him.
It is his fault.
Tranquil Morn. So this was, okay, how many groups? 115 groups, okay.
Oh, well, yeah.
This was taken, yes.
Mark, you just reminded me, I was looking through Flickr the other day and I found a photograph which had over 1,000 groups.
Whoa.
1,000 groups?
Yeah. It was over 1,000 groups.
Oh, my.
Wow.
And he still only had 58 faves.
Oh, well, there you go.
That was not worth it.
That proved the number of groups. Yeah.
It probably took them. Okay, what's your over under mark on 4 hours to put 1,000 groups?
Let me see. I bet it has got to be close to. I bet it's over 4 hours. I'm just trying to think how long it takes me to put it in like 30 groups.
And you have to join all those groups first.
Yeah.
You have to join the groups and then submit the photos.
Yeah, which could be days because you've got to send invites. Some of them are invite only.
Yeah.
You have to be approved.
Wow.
1,000 groups?
Yeah, it was just over 1,000 groups. And what's Simi's record? Is it 200 and something he had them in? 200?
I thought it was maybe just under 200, but yeah.
We can't quite get...
His normal's around 100.
Yeah.
I mean, 100, 120, I think is probably like his median number of groups submitted to.
Yeah, that's your fault, Mark. You told him he had to do as many groups as the minutes it took to take the photo.
Hey,
he's actually...
It's just a suggestion.
1/15. He's got it spot on almost, right? It's 115, and that's 115.
Yeah.
That's what the host required, and there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Only 2 albums.
Now the question is, Dennis. Now the picture with 1,000 groups. What was it a image of? What was it?
I can't remember. I was more interested that the guy got it for 1,000 groups.
You're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It didn't matter what the image was.
Don't forget, Mark, with 58 faves, it's not memorable.
Yeah, 1,000 groups. Wow.
58. That's a lot of work for.
I appreciate that person's motivation, but it was probably you probably could have just gotten better going to the store and getting a couple 40s of malt liquor and hanging out. I mean,
wow. How many views did he have?
It was about 5,000 views. Well, so.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Okay.
Oh man.
No, that's not. Yeah.
Well, Joe, I can say I got 10,000 views in 2 days.
See? Boom! There you go.
Yep. You just got to get on Explore. You got to be explored by Flickr and get all those views.
Yeah. If you get on Explore, it goes viral.
Yeah. Well, this one he didn't post when he took this, but this had to be from a few weeks ago because I would imagine the leaves are pretty much gone by now. But that's nice. Some nice color in that. I like the orange in the tree here. That's very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, very nice. Here we go. This is at the History Museum. Yes. Okay, so
this was the second here. Yeah, we was up in London on Monday, so this is the second visit.
Okay.
And that thing's moving about, Mark. It's actually motorized. Its head goes up and down and turns and roars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it makes it really hard because it's dark. It's so dark in there.
Okay. Yep. And this was taken with which camera?
Yeah, this is the Sony A7, but I racked the ISO right up to 3,000.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. Wow. So what was the ISO? What did you set the ISO
at? 3,005 was it? 3,005.
Wow. Okay. 35. Okay.
Yeah, and the but it's only 25th of a second.
Okay.
And that's not bad for a movie.
Oh, you got it when it wasn't moving. I mean, that's pretty sharp, actually.
Yeah, it was moving, but I don't know if the camera's it's got the stabilization in this A7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might make sense. Yeah.
So I thought I'd take a chance and take the speed right now, because otherwise I wasn't going to get a picture.
Yeah, that does look very dark though.
Yeah, I didn't put the other half a dozen that didn't work on.
Yeah. No, it actually came out pretty good. I like the tone to it too. It's kind of a
the lights change. They go from orange to blue, and they go up and down.
Okay. That's very cool. That's a neat one. Oh, there you go. I got Laguna Beach again. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Interesting rocks. A little different rock than what Simi gets on the East Coast.
Yeah, he went 20 seconds on that.
But yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Doesn't say no. I don't know what the XF is on this.
You know what I'm going to say, because I feel like it really honestly would have been better in black and white. Because there is so much texture there in
yeah, there is. Yeah.
And it would have gotten rid of that. Well, what would have happened is the grain that's in the foreground from the
would have gone away.
Would have like either you could have enhanced that or really drawn that out or something. You know what I'm saying? It's a very nice image though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, Joe wants to know what it would look like in black.
We'll see it black and white. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Autumn Road. Oh, look at the colors here. This is great.
That's the colors you were looking for, Mark.
Yeah, I got a few of them, but not that many. I'm kind of it was a nice day, so I had a nice few hours up there. Took a hike and got some images, so it was nice. But yeah, it wasn't quite as colorful as I would have hoped. But
boy, that is perfect because he's got what is that? Cows or horses back there?
Looks like
he's got nice green pastures, and he's got water, and he's got Simi's cheating.
He's got everything.
He's cheating, man. That's just all that
lines, he's got the road, he's got the trees, he's got the color.
Yeah, he's cheating.
This is probably a composite. This is probably like 4 images put together.
It probably is. It has to be.
Yeah.
This is absolutely pathetic. It is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
He just has an eye for picking these little.
Yeah, he does. He really does. Yeah, I mean, just seeing the little unique view. Ooh, Treasure Island Park. Okay, Laguna Beach.
And I thought this was one of yours, Joe. When I see the low yield atomic explosion.
Actually, there is times when I call myself Jose. So. When I'm shooting landscapes, I go by Jose.
Just Kim Jong Un has moved his testing over to the mountains of Laguna Beach. We got between Joe and Jose, we've got the nuclear testing committee here keeping track.
Is he far from you, Joe? Because this is just a different perspective on the explosion in mornings.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he seems to be kind of in this whole southern region.
Yep, Southern California area. Which is what? Is that about 400 miles for you?
Yeah. It's in that 450 range, depending on what part of the LA basin he's in. But he's definitely in that range for 5.5 hours.
Yeah,
it's quite a few thousand for me, Joe.
Yes, it is. Just a little bit farther for you. Yeah,
just a bit.
It's a hell of a train ride, I tell you.
Yeah, we won't see the sun now till next summer.
Yeah, you guys pretty much.
That's it for sun.
Yep. So speaking of sun, here we go. It's about this lone tree in the light of the late afternoon sun. The illumination of the tree in the background, mountain and fall colors in the shadow. Yeah. Look at that. Look at this. This little bit of bright red right here. It's just great.
Yeah, you got those little specks of red in there. And
Yeah, a few little specks of red, gold, yellow, green, and then just side lit. I'm assuming, yeah, the sun is over here.
I like the way he really kind of overemphasized everything, and then made that little dreamy effect to it. So that it really it's nice.
Yeah.
It looks like something you'd see in a doctor's office or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
While you're
I tell you, he's got so many between the last few years. His fall images and his, I mean, he could definitely put together very easily. Coffee table book or whatever, just a Connecticut fall or Connecticut Oceanside view, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Get some canvases printed up.
He's got enough of them where he could literally, what do you think, Mark, do one of each state that he visits? Like I would imagine he's got that much of a port where he could really do a coffee table book for each one, and a coffee table book that turns into a coffee table and go on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, to get the Seinfeld reference in again.
Yeah, if I can ask you guys while you're on, because you're more into digital cameras than me. What are the tiny little black spots you get in the images? Are they hot spots, hot pixels?
Sensor dust.
Sensor dust.
Yeah.
It's just that it wasn't on every frame. It was just in one or two photographs.
It's only going to show up if you like stop down to where those images where you were like at f11 or above, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep, because that's gonna bring everything in. Focus, basically.
No, it wasn't too many. I had to take like 4 or 5 black dots out of the image.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you probably do have a little dust on the sensor. Yeah.
Yeah. Sensor dust is typically. There's an easy way to see that in Lightroom too. I forget the shortcut.
There is a key command. I don't know what it is though.
It's a real easy one too, and it'll send the whole screen to like more white than black, and then you'll be able to see those spots really easy.
Pick them out, and then you do that as a profile, and then it applies that to every other image.
Yeah,
you get rid of it moving forward. Yeah, check that out, Dennis. That might be a way to do it. I've been fortunate. I haven't had too much issue with sensor dust, but
it should work the same for when you're scanning a print. It should work the same for taking
if you
that
got
out.
the same spot, you can designate it on scanning too.
Yeah, so it could be the scanner rather than the camera then.
It could be. Yeah, you could have some dust on the scanning lens.
Both ways, yeah. It could be both ways. It could be by.
Yeah. So here we go, Wes. You got the Tom Petty tribute wall here.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly posted this for us. I know Mark and Pam are fans, Tom Petty fans, so they painted this, basically the day after he passed.
Okay.
And I just hadn't got around to taking a photo of it yet.
Are you a huge Tom Petty fan, Mark?
I'm pretty. Yeah, I enjoy. We've seen him. We saw him in concert 4 times over the years.
Okay.
So, and once in Denver, twice in Chicago, and once here in Atlanta. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Just I've got most of the albums. I'm trying to get vinyl of them now, which is getting tough. They're getting expensive.
Yeah.
So that's but yeah, he was just a prolific songwriter, long career. Yeah. He's just kind of cool. So is this taken with the 18 that you have? What lens?
No, this is just my iPhone in a panorama mode.
Oh, just drive phone. Okay. Just got up close and
It does a decent enough job,
Oh yeah.
And you clean it up a little bit. You stay inside the lines there. You clean it up a little bit in post, and you've got this image.
Okay, so this is iPhone 2, I'm sure.
Yeah, that new iPhone 12 that's not out yet.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. I love the reflections of these egrets. That's in that blue water. Yeah, that's really nice.
Did you use your big lens on? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that lens pretty much stays on my camera all the time.
Yeah. Anytime you're going out for wildlife, yeah, you just need one lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
So,
got a couple of them got their feathers, their crowns turned up. Other ones sitting there.
Oh, and you were zoomed in all the way on this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a pretty chilly morning, so they were all puffed up.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool because I love the way that one all the way on the left. He's just really
He's got puffed up a little bit. Yeah. These guys, yeah, that's a nice shot. And the water's so blue there. Did you have a polarizer on this?
Nope.
Wow.
Just how it turned out.
That's nice.
That lens has great contrast, so it's really good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's pretty lucky because you still have some decent detail in the whites there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty.
The individual feathers. The difference. Yeah, that's very nice. That's a great lens. That's very good. And here we go. Grassy gator just hiding there.
I bet you didn't do this with your iPhone, Wiz.
Just get a little closer. That's neat.
Hold on, Mr. Alligator. I just gotta get a little closer there.
Closer. Yeah.
Here, let's tell you what, Mr. Alligator. Let's take a selfie.
Yeah. Let me turn around and I'll get you in the camera.
I have to make Florida guy news, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Florida guy takes selfie with alligator.
One time.
One time selfie. One and done.
Yeah, that's a one and done. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So this was this recent? Did you take these recently? You out there?
Yeah, we went to the air show in Jacksonville yesterday.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Yesterday. Wow.
Yeah.
I love the black and white, man. Great choice.
Yeah,
I posted that just for you, Big Joe. I was like, this is a little cool in black and white.
Oh yeah, this is awesome in black and white. You can see the shimmering from the heat and the engines.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ready to take off.
I just picture these planes, just they're typical blue, which is fine, But then that grassy area behind them's got to be kind of dead grass by now. Is it kind of turning yellow or something?
No, it was still green.
Was it still green? Okay.
It's like a dark green, yeah.
And then all that fuel getting burnt off, man. That's just kind of cool right there in the background. Yeah.
You see Boeing FA-18 Hornet.
Yeah, real nice.
Commander
real nice
Frank
detail.
Weiser.
I like that. C4 groups. That's a man after my own heart right there.
Yeah.
See, look at the ratio there, Dennis. Look at the effort put into it. 4 groups, 3 faves. Boom.
4 faves.
You know what I'm saying? Now the guy with 1,000 groups. I mean, you should have had 900 faves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, 58 faves. That was hardly worth the first group you put it in.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. I love this.
Yeah.
This was the 600 millimeter lens, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's.
Although it was only at 191 millimeters at that.
Oh, really? Wow.
So they were pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're at a show, you don't have to go too far to get what you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people were at the show? I imagine it was probably a lot of people.
100,000, I believe it.
Okay.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it's a huge show they do there.
Damn.
And what are they? Are you on the edge of the airport? Is that where they do it, or?
Yeah, just right along the runway.
Okay. Wow.
Can I take these Blue Angels a bit like our Red Arrows?
Probably the same. Yeah, the
it's
high
probably the
performance
same thing. Yeah,
military team. Yeah.
they do tons of tricks, and they used to practice over there where I was, where I used to run truck in Liberal, Kansas. So you could, they were based out of Kansas there, so you could watch them practice that all the time. I mean, all the time they were there.
Yeah.
Constantly.
That's a good one. Ooh, there you go, black and white.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's exciting stuff right there, man.
That's very nice.
That was kind of one of those happy accidents, and kind of like something I just saw, and like that's kind of neat. Is there were so much smoke in the air that they were they weren't clear, so it's just like They were in
Yeah,
the
you got
smoke
that-
and the.
Yeah, you got that really centered. I mean, here's a lead right here, and you got a little bit of his wingtips on either side of the smoke trail.
Yeah, that
It
is
came out
cool.
really nice. Yeah.
I would bet, Wes, you know what I did one time? I got some great shots. Well, a couple times I've done it. I've gotten some great shots of a government event, like this air show here. You could, in my case, there was this one specific time where I shot the mayor, specifically him and his wife, and donated them. If they wanted the images, I would donate the rights to them and everything, and they did. And that was a real cool honor. You know what I'm saying? Got a little exposure from that. I didn't get paid or anything. It was all donation, of course. But
Yeah.
that's a nice image, man. You might think about, maybe they want that image, and if they used it somewhere, hey, maybe you could mention me.
Yeah.
You never know where stuff goes like that. Like that's kind of how Pat got started. Pat just was a guy that showed up to car shows and car auctions, and the next thing you know, he's shooting the Ferrari Club. You know what I'm saying? A lot, and one guy kind of likes the stuff, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, that's very cool in black and white. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nicely framed.
How much fun is that, man? That is, that is cool.
Yeah.
Love going to air shows.
Mm-hmm.
What speed do you do this one at, Wiz?
Is it 2500th?
2500, yeah. So you froze them well.
Yeah. I sort of messed up when I was, because I had my camera set up so the shutter speed would be low for the propeller airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wasn't thinking whenever a jet would start flying, I was shooting slower shutter speeds, and it was tougher.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, wait, I don't need to be at a slow shutter speed anymore. Let me change my ISO so I can shoot at a faster shutter speed.
Oh, that's when you need to set those presets in your camera, right? So you can switch over.
I need to have like a propeller mode and a jet mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, man, one thing I'm glad that that my 7D has is it locks. I am so glad it locks, because you know how many times I've bumped it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I switched modes and I don't have any idea, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my camera?
Yeah.
Right.
This is kind of cool. Doing
That
high
is
speed
cool.
crisscross.
Yeah, doing a pass, and I'm tracking the one on the left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got. And this is a little. Not. Yeah, motion, but it was tracking. You were tracking this one specifically, so.
Right.
Those guys are so good, aren't they? What did you call the ones over there, Dennis?
Red Arrows.
Red Arrows.
Well, Air Force display team, yeah.
Okay. I was just starting to watch a series on Netflix about the SAS. Is that what it is?
Yeah, the Special Air Service.
Yeah. I was just I just literally started that.
Yeah, they're a bit like your Navy SEALs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Specialists.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we got entrance gate, blood trap. Oh, there we go. Königshoven Brewery photography. There we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Gotta get our faith for that.
And now you're mixing our two favorite things on earth.
Yeah. Well, why is this brewery disguised as a church?
Yeah. Well,
because it's brewed by monks.
There's a lot of breweries disguised as churches, actually, all over the planet.
God approved. God approved.
Mm-hmm.
God approved that beer. Yeah. Have to drink it.
That's cool. And this is the Königshoven.
I wonder how old
Very
that
nice.
is. I guess you could look it up, but yeah, I wonder how old it is.
40, 50 years probably. Not that
Yeah.
Bike
Let me
Rat.
see. Founded
Okay,
in
so it's
1884.
That's brand new.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Okay, so it's La Trappe. Okay,
Yeah,
I've had La Trappe beer.
it's La Trappe, yeah.
That's cool. I like that. Beer and photography.
Yep, absolutely.
Monastery gift shop. You can get little mini bottles.
Oh, this he knows that.
Teas and stuff. Uh-huh.
All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, little glasses.
Hey,
Yeah.
what up? He's got spirits in there too, man. Oh.
Joe's like, hey, wait a minute.
I just got some I don't know, maybe you guys have seen it too. I just got some cranberry Sprite. Have you seen that?
No.
It was new to me, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go get vodka.
Yep. Kirkland vodka and cranberry Sprite.
Oh my god. Is that
So here we
bread?
got-
That's bread over there too. Dude, they've got everything in this little place, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And we got the beer garden at the brewery.
That's a great image. Beer gardens. Dude, that's the way I remember German beer gardens when I would go. They most of them weren't that big, but when I was there, you know, of course it was a couple of years ago to me, but that's what I remember. I remember it was just, you know, a bunch of benches and tables and just kicking back.
Yep. So we got Trafalgar Square fountains. So is this taken with your Voigtlander?
Yeah, this is the
Lens?
15 mil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hyperfocal focus, just left it on F8.
Uh-huh.
Point and shoot.
Yeah. It's great to get the whole view of it. This guy's looking a little distorted on the edges there. But
Yeah. It shows the fountain enough, lovely, you know, because it just makes it look so big.
Yeah. Look at that blue sky too. Look at that.
Yeah. It was a really nice day last Monday. Yeah, the sunshine was out all day.
I was gonna say there's sunshine in that image somewhere there behind you.
Yeah, I didn't put it in afterwards.
Yeah, that's some pretty good Photoshop work if you did, my friend.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Joe, having the sun behind you was a nightmare because it was just throwing such long shadows. Trying to not be in the picture.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's always a challenge.
Yeah.
You have to have that West lens is what you have to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have stood in another county.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the blue whale from underneath.
Yeah, this is directly underneath.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks like sci-fi, right? It looks animated.
right,
That
yeah.
looks animated.
Looks like an alien, yeah.
This is a different perspective. Yeah.
Dude, that is a sick tattoo right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Look at it. Looks like eyes right there. That looks like
right
two
there,
eyes
yeah.
in the nose. Do you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah. Nose here,
Yeah.
eyes here. Yep.
That could be like a logo. You see, like that whole part right there. That could be a logo right there. That is sick. And I love that, like the starring effect at the bottom. Like you nailed this one, Dennis.
Yeah, I know. That was a fluke joke. The sun stars. The sun stars off the floodlights or something else. Yeah.
I love the way he's taking no credit. He's like, dude, that was a complete accident.
Yeah. Well, that does. I mean, that looks like this view here. I guess that's the jaw or whatever. It looks like something right out of.
It looks animated. I love this image, man.
Yeah, this thing was dug up about just over 100 years ago, I think, in Ireland, and it's 25.2 meters long.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, they're big. I've seen one of these when we were in California a few years ago. It was dead and rotting, and it smelled to high heaven, but it was so cool because it was so big. I mean, it had only been there a couple days, and just massive. It's amazing that those things, are actually in the water.
Are actually in the water. Yeah, this is so cool. This is
that's a really cool image.
dude,
color.
After looking at it, though, Joe, I think to myself, if I'd done it again, I'll try and get the lights. It's a bit far to the left, you know. I'll try and get it a little bit further in the middle.
God, it looks so CG to me. Like it's just complete. Like it reminds me of when I was gaming, and they would do something like this, like some kind of fly under of. It looks like a gaming, like you took an image from.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It looks like a screenshot from a high def video game or something.
Yeah, all CG, right? Yeah.
The lights in
Avatar. It's like from Avatar.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what the lights were, whether they're metal halides or mercury, but it really did show that color on the bones when it was lit.
That's cool, man.
It's got that purple. Yeah. Very cool. That was a happy mistake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is another one. Well, another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I put down that it had one careful owner, that everyone else around it didn't look after it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Low tide, no water. I mean, all the water's out. And it's just sitting there. Look at that. So much grunge. Detail on that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Some work.
Yeah, the guy was telling me on the slipway there. See the big lifting machine what pulls the boats out on the other side. Yeah, he said he had a like 10-ton boat on the trailer, and when he jumped out the cab, the handbrake cable snapped.
Oh.
Yeah. So I goes, did it make a big splash?
I guess so.
Oh man. Oh, this is neat. I like this. So we saw a view of this on the other from last week. You posted you were over here looking that way.
Yeah, around the other side, and I got around this side this time because that it's a boat yard, but it's more like a scrap yard.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's so interesting. There's so much character to these the colors and all the rust and stuff on them is really neat.
Yeah, I mean that old tug, that's in a real bad state, but it made a good subject.
Okay, so here we are. Okay, so here we're back in the garden.
Yeah, now this is Covent Garden, and if you remember, like a couple of years ago, I stuck some Covent Garden stuff on, and all the walls were leaning out.
Yep.
This is the Voigtlander, and I was really surprised how upright all the main supports are.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but not much.
What a cool place.
Yeah, when I was taking it with a 50 mil, it doesn't matter where you stood, the walls looked like they were going outwards. Yeah, but this 15 mil, I was really surprised. That's why I put it on to show you that. And again, it was hyperfocal focus. Just everything.
For that, you would think it would be even worse because it's such a wide angle. But
yeah. I expected it to be outrageous, but this turned out to be fine.
Yeah. Very neat. Yeah, it's a good lens. There we go. So is this the? Is this taken with the X camera?
You'll see it in there
November
somewhere.
4th.
October 31st. So it'd be no, probably not.
No, not that one. Yeah.
It's cool.
It's very nice.
The clouds on this one. Yeah. The detail on this is going to be Wednesday. The last 2 days that your old phone was being used for camera, it's going to be retired to just a streaming device now. This was Thursday, so you're getting into town by the time the sun's coming up here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
you're in rush hour traffic now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's getting close, but it's
a lot of traffic.
You know, that freeway's got a terrible tilt to the left.
Yeah.
What's it like to drive your truck down there?
You got a flat tire.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it does have a little bank to it. Yeah. I don't know what.
This is Friday. There we go. We got the.
Yeah. See, I'm having to get them all driving now because it's just so late.
Well, now it's going to switch now because we. No,
it doesn't switch for us.
Yeah.
See, you're on now. Everybody is on the time that you're supposed to be on. See?
Now it's 7 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you're supposed to be now. You're on standard time. So now you're back where we're at, which is where you should stay. You know, but it's you know, for us the sun's coming up at well, it's setting
7:30 almost 7:30. Yeah.
Oh, this is cute. Yeah, 7 right around 7. Yeah.
There you go. First sunrise at the X.
Yeah.
Your clocks don't change then, Joe?
No, we don't change. No, we don't. We haven't changed in 40 years.
Sunrise photos of the X.
Yeah, that's and actually that was like literally probably my 3rd or 4th picture with the phone.
Yep.
I hadn't had many pictures with the phone, but that's you can see the specs on the X right there. That's right from the phone right there.
Yep.
I wonder how many iPhone X photos they have in Flickr.
Probably a bunch, but maybe not. Yeah. iPhone. Let's see. Let's just see for iPhone X. Okay. iPhone.
I just clicked it, and it says there's 1,731 items uploaded yesterday.
That's it. That's not that many. That is not that many at all, really.
And 278 users.
Yeah, that'll change this week.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah.
And by next week at this time, it'll be 2,700 users and like 4,000 images or 5. You know, it's gonna be way up there. We got unboxing photo. My iPhone X. Oh, look at that Antelope Canyon taken with an iPhone X.
Already? That's sick.
Yeah.
Now, see, I wouldn't trust it because you'd have to show the specs. To me, you have to show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just take one of his shots, crop it into the format, and call it an iPhone. Yeah.
You know, mine's like you can see right there clearly. It's this, you know.
Yeah.
It is off the back. Camera says dual camera, 4 millimeters, 1.8.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, cool. Some good images. I'm looking forward to lots of sunrises with the X Factor phone.
Yeah. It'll be all X all the time now. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, good. That's a good one, guys. Lots of good images.
Awesome,
I don't think I'll have anything. Maybe I'll have the black and white image by next week. I don't know though. Color probably not, but
yeah, I don't want to make you late with the chef because.
I can hear grumblings downstairs already. So.
Yeah. Wow, look at you! It's getting dark over there. Look at
oh man, we're not used to it. I mean, it's dark. It got dark really at 6:30 for the most part. Yeah, so
it's quite dark.
Get used to it again. What's that, Dennis?
It's quite dark here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, midnight now. It's Monday there now.
Yes, it's Monday. Yeah, although I don't do any Mondays anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Just another Sunday.
Now Sunday starts.
Yeah. All right. Hey, good one. Good show, guys. Appreciate you showing up. Look for some new images next week. Maybe one for me. But I'm sure Dennis will get his film developed and scanned and uploaded.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep. And Wes you probably have lots of air show images, I would imagine, right, Wes? You probably took several hundred.
I took over 2,000.
Yeah, you should have done one with the last frame of your film camera.
Yeah. I didn't bring all that
I
stuff.
want to put on the focus tracking and track the Blue Angels with my 90 camera.
I would have liked to see how what the security guards thought of that one.
Oh, yeah.
What is this you're trying to bring in here?
Yeah, that probably raised more suspicion, actually. An old camera. All right, guys. Hey, have a good week. Everybody enjoy the week. And see you next Sunday.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Take care. Yeah.